Hey everybody, Bill here, Restart Hot Rods. So today, I'm going to get started on changing out these broken windows. I've got the wing window. I've got all new glass for the truck. Well, I have new door glass for the truck. Windshield's good, the back window's good. I'm not changing that stuff. So, first thing first, take off the door trim. Take out the screws. Okay. There we go. Ew, lots of bugs. Now I've got new sweep for the side here. All new window channel to go all the way around. There's another sweep in here. And I'm pretty sure I have everything. And the rubber for the wing window, because it's all shot. So, as far as I know, first thing you gotta do is take out the wing window. And that's in here with a bunch of those clutch head screws. And those are always a lot of fun. Let me get the penetrating oil on those and get started on that. These clutch head screws they're always a joy. Now, it's a special head. I don't know if you can see that or not. See how that's shaped? Kind of like a bow tie. And you can't buy the things. O'Reilly's won't have them. Nobody will have them. You got to special order them. A lot of them won't even know what you're talking about. Okay, there's these little boogers right here. See how those are shaped? Oddball little guys. And I was able to get these three out. Of course, this is a bigger one. I don't have that one, so I'm going to try putting a pair of vice grips on it. See if I can get the brake loose. Now, the key to doing these, once you get them out, throw them away. Buy new ones. Anything but these things. Oh, that worked. If you crack them loose, then you can get a regular flat screwdriver on them. Oh, that worked. Cool. Cool beans. Once you get them loose, then you get just a regular flat screwdriver in there. Huh. Get the right size and get them out. Okay. Then once you have that out, because this all comes out as one unit. The whole wing window come out. Now, from what I understand, you got to reach up inside here, and there should be I think it's like a 9/16 nut. Oh yeah. It's way down there in the nether regions. All right, now. This track goes all the way down to right about there. And you can feel there's a nut on the bottom of it. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. Ah, it's half. Hopefully this will come off. No, it doesn't feel good. Feels like it's flexing all over the place. It is. Okay, well, bad news is I can look down in there with a flashlight and get a mirror on there, and I can see it's bolted to just a little sheet metal bracket that's tack welded inside the door. And it's got a nut tack welded to the top of that little sheet metal bracket. And the, well, it was probably nut welded to this. And it's broken loose, so it's spinning. So I think the only way to do it is I would cut a hole in the door so I can get at it. I don't know how else to do it, because it's like if there was a bracket on the back side of this, there's no access. You can't get to it. So gotta do what I gotta do, I guess. So if I plumb straight down from here, that's there. That bracket comes down to about like that. On the bottom of it, I checked, measured up, it's right about there. And I can see there's a spot weld there, and there's a spot weld there, where the door brace is welded to. Yep, door brace is welded right there. So if I gotta drill a hole through the door, I'm gonna drill a hole big enough that I can get my hand in there and do whatever I gotta do. Shows us right there. So I won't be able to get to it. It's not going to make any difference. It's not structural. That's noisy. Ooh, hot. All right. I'll bring you over here so you can see it. So I got this whole board and the door. See that nut right there? That's the one spinning. No way to get to it. So now it's easy. You know, I think I'll round these off before I find out why I didn't round them off. All right. Now what? It broke off. Good. All right. Now, this whole thing comes out of here somehow. I think. Some kind of keeper keeping this up in here. Yeah, that's got a little metal tab on it right there. Got to be something holding it there. Oh, there's a screw. Oh. Don't be a clutch head. Don't be a clutch head. Is it? Can't tell. I think I'm just going to tear it out of there and not care what it is for right now. And I think it's a rivet. It's a little bitty clutch head screw. But I never would have got out of there. Okay, now what's that? Now what happens here? This had to go in here someplace, somehow. Well, let's get this out of the way, huh? What's holding that on? There's another clutch head screw in there. Dang it. There's another screw going back in here, holding that track in. Okay. Worry about that later. Almost got it. Almost got it. Well, that will come out of there. I got this bracket cleared. I gotta close the window. Close the wing window. Think I got it. Think I got it. Close the wing window. There it is. And there's that nut on the bottom down there. It's spot welded to that bracket. So do something else there. That's the hard part. Got that out. Okay, now that I got that window, the wing window out, I try to get the regulator out because the regulator is frozen. It moved a little bit, but not much. I can't make it. So I got to get those screws out of here somehow. More of those big clutch head screws that I don't have. So I'll take this handle off, which is just a straight screwdriver, I think. Work on getting those screws out of there. So I'll work on this and come back to you. Okay, that was tough. The handle, I couldn't get the screw out. The screw stripped out. I tried every way I could think of to get the screw out, soaking it, doing everything I could. I ended up finding a long drill bit and running up here and drilling it out. Now, I can probably retap it and put another set screw in it, I think, so I can save it. But let me get something here. This hardware, this regulator is frozen. So I'm gonna put instead of using the handle, I'll try to force it around. Put a pair of vice grips on here. And it's starting to loosen up. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's sure stiff. The one on the other side was the same thing. I worked on it a little bit and got some oil in it, and all of a sudden it freed up, and now it's working pretty good. This one's starting to go, oh boy, this is going a lot farther than it was before. Of course, I know this driver's window was broken out for years. It was broken out when I got it, and I've had the truck over 20 years. I don't know when I got it. A long time ago. It sat. The truck just sat for years because it was big. It was a big truck, 2.5 ton truck. Had a big grain bin on it. It's like, what am I gonna do with this thing? Well, I finally figured it out. Yep, it's getting better. It's starting to loosen up. Cool. So I'm looking at these teeth, and these teeth aren't really worn out. This was a grain truck. It was on a farm, so it wasn't used that much. You know, I use it during harvest season, and probably harvest season's hot, so they roll the window down once and that's it. It's getting better. Cool. I think I'll be able to save it. Absolutely. Okay, so I've been working on this, and I got this working pretty good. A little sticky yet, but I think it's good. Now, ordered new tracks. One track I did not have is a new track. This is an old existing track that's at the bottom of the door. New rollers. Each door gets one roller. This is the old roller. You can see that roller's pretty funky. So I gotta pop that rivet out and put this one in. Hopefully I got the right size. They had two options. It took a little bit of doing, playing around to get these rollers to work in these slots nice and smooth. So I had to clean up the file a little bit. Not a big deal, but needs to be done. So I took that to the grinder, ground off that bit there. Hopefully I can get that to pop out of there. Not a problem. That popped right out. Hey, look at there, the new one fits. What a concept. Now I guess you're just supposed to peen that over, because that's just if you can see that, just kind of round. Not really sure, but that's what I'm going to do. I got this big steel punch that I rounded off a little bit. Wow, that worked pretty good. Just like that. Cool. That was pretty easy. But before I put it back in, I'm going to put some sound deadener in here. Well, I still can. And luckily, I have it all sprayed down with penetrating oil, which isn't going to work very well. So I guess I'll hit it with some brake cleaner. Try to clean that up. What else do you do? Okay, so I got all this insulated back in here. Makes it sound a lot more solid. That's not a lot of fun getting it in there, but I did. Now, I pulled this. I forget what they call this. There's a piece of rubber that runs along down in here. There's a little channel that this piece rubs in. It's a it's a wiper. It keeps a lot of debris and stuff from falling down inside the door. Not really water, but somewhat. But this is the stuff I got. This is what came out, if you can see that. And this is the stuff I got. See, it's a little bit taller, but I don't think that's going to matter. But the problem is here, see how much wider it is at the bottom? I don't know if you can see that or not. It's a lot wider at the bottom than the original stuff. Now this is probably shrunk up somewhat. But this is the channel it goes into right there. It slides in this channel. There's the trough it goes into right there. And it's just a trough. It's not, it isn't, it's got a little bit of a catch up here. You know, the super weather strip adhesive, the good stuff. In the trough, I cleaned the trough out, put some in the trough, put a little bit on the back of the rubber, put it in there, and then I forced that bottom lip in there. And it seems like it went in there really good. Actually, it fit in really well. I'm happy with it. So I think that's the way to do it. Next. What's next? I guess it's rebuild that wing window. Don't need that on. All right, here we go. Now this, they don't really give you any instructions on how to do this, how to put the rubber in. But this does not come apart. Let me put it on the table here so you can see it better. Okay, so I'm trying to get this glass out of here. I shot it down with a little bit of brake cleaner. That might, I'm hoping that'll loosen up the glue in there. In the, they use a tape to hold the glass in here. It seems to be working. I'm just running the knife around there trying to cut it on both sides. I got that to move. I'm going to definitely be wearing glasses when you're playing with glass. Yeah, you should be wearing gloves too. That one came out pretty good. I'm actually being able to pry it out just with the utility knife. That carburetor cleaner worked pretty well to loosen that up. Cool. There it comes. It's coming. I'm not trying to hurry it. I'm just trying to get underneath it and just kind of ease it out a little bit. No, Hazel's not out here with me. I deal with broken glass and stuff. I don't want her out here. Hey, that brake cleaner worked out pretty well. I'm happy about that. Okay, now let me get rid of the glass. Otherwise I know I'll end up with some in me. And that's never good. Okay, I'm trying to see how to take this wing window apart to get this rubber on. Now this rubber, the new rubber, is just... Let me see if I can make it more confusing here. Rubber goes there. And the rubber here is just drilled for that bolt. Now, in order to get that bolt out, it's captured in there. It's not coming out. And it's part of the wing window. And this part's riveted here. Yeah. I would have to, and this bolt's stuck. It even looks like the end of these threads have been deliberately boogered up. So you can't get that nut off. I'd have to drill that out and change that rivet that I don't have. So I'm wondering, if I set this on the inside, if I just don't put a slit in that and wrap it around, and then I won't have to worry about taking all that off. That's what I'm going to try to do anyway. So, let's see if I can get this out. It goes around everything else. There it is. It's funny, the rubber that's still down the channel, that was not in the sun, is still pretty good. Actually, it's still really good. I'm really surprised. Anything that's exposed to the sun is toast. And this is just dry fit in here. I guess it really can't go anywhere. It's trapped. There it is. Just like that. Well, that wasn't very bad. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to cut it. So there's a little slot on the inside instead of going through all those changes. It's not in all the way there. Push that in there. Get that far, then you can, I think, push it in there. Definitely a battle. There it goes. You can feel it when it pops in. This hasn't popped in yet. It's almost all the way. Yeah, that feels good. There it is. Yeah, I think I got a little bit of a hiccup right there. That's going to drive me crazy forever. Yeah, I guess I'll always have a gap there. I can see daylight in there. Dang it. Oh well. Definitely split though. Oh well. Next, this little piece in here, this little piece that runs along in here is riveted in. And you get a new piece here. That goes top to bottom. It goes in there like that. So you got to drill out those rivets, put new rivets in, little pop rivets. Oh yeah, it'll fit. All right, I'll do that before I put the glass in it. Inch by inch. There we go. Now, that channel goes in there, but see how high those are? I don't know if you can see that or not, how high these are sticking up. So I think I'm gonna have to cut those down. Maybe I'll mushroom them. I like that better. So I've spent a bunch of time trying to figure out, when you put the pop rivets in, they have to sit flat in here. So they gotta be really shallow. So what I did, to crush it, it's just awkward. I did it this way. This way, I took a large nut, put it over the top of the rivet on this side. Took a pair of vice grips, got the bottom jaw on the bottom side, like that, and smashed it. And that worked pretty good. I mean, yeah, these rivets are white. I'll touch them up with black paint later, but it came out flat on the inside in here, and that's what's important. I think it'll work. I think it'll work. We'll find out. And here, I forgot to film it, to put this piece of weather stripping in this slot. All you do is pinch it and just push it down in there. I put a little bit of a super weather strip adhesive in there to hold it, because before it had rivets. Now it doesn't. But the weather strip adhesive will hold it just fine. So you just pinch it, put it in there. Then I took a little piece of flat metal, slipped it down in there to fit, and just give it a couple of taps, make sure I'm making good contact with the adhesive. And there you go. One wing window done. That's hard to say. Now we're at the point of no return. Put the glass in. This should be pretty straightforward. Should be pretty easy. All you do is wrap the tape around it. Get it positioned there. Rubber hammer. Doesn't seem to be holding too tight, does it? Well, that didn't hold very good. I guess I can put 2 layers on. Why not? I got a big roll. I think I did, anyway. Pull it on there tight. Try it again. What's going to happen? Seems like an awful lot. Maybe it will. I don't know. Let's keep trying it. It's going. It's going. Ooh, that's almost there. I made it. Took a lot of doing, but it got there. Okay, and there we go. Just takes a little gentle persuasion, tapping them in. Maybe I'll get that roll, put that roll in front of the heater before I put the next one on, warm it up a little bit. Might make it a little easier. But it closes, it latches, hitting rubber all the way around. It's good to go. I'm happy with it. I see a shadow at the door. Wonder what it could be. What do you want? Is that what you want? I'm not playing with you. What? Was that what you want? Oh, okay. All right. Really? Crazy ass dog. All right, so I got the wing window back in. I got the felt in. That's pretty much just cut it and stick it up there. Put that one little screw up in here. That's all pretty self-explanatory. Pretty simple stuff. It goes down here and sticks in a little prong sticking up. So that holds it. Now, getting ready to put the track in. You got to put the window in, put it in sideways, and somehow get it in there. They all say it works. Okay. Okie dokie, we'll find out. I'm wondering if I got the wrong stuff again. So I'm going to go ahead and double this over, just to make sure I got enough. I deliberately got a big roll, thinking I might have to do this. Okay. This window goes in there like that. Make sure I put it bigger backwards now. Yeah, let's go that way. That's the way it goes. Get this centered on the glass. Not real comfortable tapping on this steel table. It's got cardboard on it, but still. Use one of Mama's cutting boards. Ha ha. Yeah, that way. I put it on wrong. A little nerve-wracking tapping on glass. Cut the excess rubber off. Now we try to get it in there. See how that goes. Let me get you repositioned here. Now let's try to do something stupid. Okay, I can't lie. I've been battling with this for a little bit. Had to go upstairs, leave it alone for a day, then come back to it. What I had to do is the right way to do it is get this channel in, start this channel, leave it loose, tape it up here or something like that. Set the glass in. Put your regulator in. Set the glass in, so it's all the way sitting over here. Then you can get the wing window in. Drop the wing window down from the top. There's such small clearance between this mullion right here and the gear for the regulator. I had to. I put a pair of vice grips on here, not on the shank, not on the serrated part, but on the shank, so I wouldn't lose the regulator. Take the bolts out and move the regulator over so I could get this down and get it on the glass, because there isn't room. There's a particular sequence you have to do this in, and it's frustrating. It's a tight fit. But I got it in, and it's tight. And it's working. It's really snug. I'm just going to snug everything up where it goes, get the window all the way up, and let it sit. I've got a piece of wood here that's the same thickness as the glass. It's actually a little bigger. I've been putting it in the channel here. Even putting that in there is really tight. So, kind of working the channel back and forth a little bit to make it loosen up a little bit. It's tight. It's really tight. Now, I don't know if other manufacturers have different channel. I doubt it. I think it's all probably made by the same company. They all buy it the same. Even when I did the windows on my 37, hello light. When I put the windows into 37, it was really tight. And it loosened up, and now they work fine. That's just the way it is. Nature of the beast. So, get this one all the way up. See, it's tight. I mean, I start working, it starts getting better. I don't know, maybe even try putting a heat gun in there. See, I can feel the little ripples in there. I'll get it. I'll keep messing with it and get it working right. But these are a battle. They're a lot of work. They're not easy. I've watched a couple of guys on YouTube do it and following their recommendations and trying to get everything done. I should not have cut this. I should have gone the other mile and cut that nut out of there and drilled that rivet, but I didn't. Live and learn. I will on the other side though. So, but that's it for now. Appreciate anybody watching. Take care. What a battle.